So you're learning electronic music. Day 1, lesson 1. People tell you one bar consists of kick, 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 kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a length of time and rhythm that we can measure. And they tell you other time signatures exist, but don't worry about them. Basically, 90% of what you're probably going to want to do in your first musical steps exists within one bar. And while that's not wrong, today I want to challenge that perspective and ask you some questions that make you think a little bit deeper about this. I want you to think about the word rhythmic cell. What I want you to do is to think about the music that you want to make and ask yourself, what is the rhythmical pattern upon which this is built? And is it, for example, 4 quarter notes, similar to when you have a 4 on the floor kick drum? Do most of the rhythmical musical patterns start there and end there and then loop around? Or in a lot of techno, it might be a 2 quarter note rhythmic cell. Or even a 1 quarter note rhythmic cell. If the core identity of your groove repeats every 2 beats or every 1 beat, maybe there are no musical patterns that you want to be having at the 4 beat level. It seems almost silly to say, but you can choose that. There's no particular reason that you need to make any musical decisions at the level of 4 beats. And you know, it's normal, of course, that a lot of music does it because it's a very good and accessible pattern. And then it gets built into our music software. And then something called the affordances of our music software invite us to perpetuate that pattern and to look at basically the music production process as starting from a 1 bar loop, which is, in my brain, 16 16th notes, and that's sort of your canvas. And that can sometimes mindlessly lead you to creating a rhythmic cell for your track that is essentially 4 bars long. And again, nothing wrong with that, but you have the stylistic freedom to do whatever you want. And in terms of music theory nerdery, you would say that a composition where a bar is 4 quarter notes, you would say that that's in 4/4 or common time. It's even so common that it's called common time. But you might want to think about your techno as being in 2/4 or 1/4. And so just remember the word rhythmic cell. Figure out what the rhythmic cell is of your groove and construct that first from a decision point of view and then from a technical point of view. And don't let the tools blindly guide you. Take ownership of the design of your music. The examples that I just gave are either some of my works in progress or from my label xysecret. Go check that out if the aesthetic is something that you dig. And remember that a rhythmic cell is just a cell, a building block that's meant to be part of a larger musical phrase. And so even if your rhythmic cell is only 1 beat long, it might still be part of a 16 beat pattern that has a bunch of effects that evolve throughout it and reset over the course of 16 beats. It might just be that there are no patterns that are 4 beats long, but they might be longer. Because at the end of the day, even the hypnotic techno tracks that are very repetitive have some kind of structure and some kind of phrasing built into them, some kind of evolution that pushes the story forward. I hope this perspective might unlock a little something for you. If you are a beginner and this is quite new to you, go check out one of my courses. Leave me a comment to say something nice to me, like the video, subscribe, and until next time, stay producing, be good to each other, and take care. Bye-bye.